On the meeting between President Trump and President Putin, I think it's a very good thing that presidents can meet to discuss their bilateral agenda. From the moment they discuss the fate of Ukraine, Ukrainians should be at the table. From the moment they discuss what impacts the security of Europeans, Europeans should be at the table. That's all I can say. As for us, we continue to move forward alongside Ukraine, which is bravely resisting. I believe we should not give in to any disinformation now. Ukraine continues to resist with great bravery by continuing to innovate and produce. And on Friday we will have a Coalition of the Willing meeting, which will be partly physical, partly virtual, but will bring some of us together in London, and President Zelensky will be there. On Ukraine, what we are working on consistently is the same thing. First, as long as there is war, support for Ukraine. Military, capabilities and financial. This is what Europe is doing, what it continues to do, with the proposals made by the Commission. We must provide visibility and continue to support with the various programs that we are finalizing and pursuing. Then, if prospects for peace were to open up, and I note that since last January we have been told that Russia is ready to make peace. I note that last March President Zelensky officially expressed his willingness to sign a peace agreement. I simply note that, repeatedly, it is Russia that never comes to this meeting. If things were to change, the only peace that exists is a robust and lasting peace that allows to have security guarantees at the proposed time. This is what we finalized in Europe under the Coalition of the Willing. And this coalition will meet on Friday, and we will co-chair it with Prime Minister Keir Starmer, and we will involve President Zelensky in this, so the security guarantees are ready. There is then a territorial negotiation, and these can only be negotiated by President Zelensky on behalf of his country. No one else can do it. And so, it is up to Ukraine to decide for itself and its territory, up to Europeans to decide for themselves and their security. This is how things can move forward and within a different framework. From where I am, it's not my place to comment or criticize judicial decisions. I am the guarantor of the proper functioning of our institutions and, in so doing, of the proper coordination between the judicial, executive, and legislative authorities, including when it comes to the former President of the Republic. So you won't see me making any comments here. And I think it's important that things be kept that way. Nevertheless, the image, for many of our compatriots, I'm thinking especially of this, of seeing a president incarcerated by this court decision, may provoke comments. That's normal. And I think we must distinguish between emotion, including the legitimate emotion of those close to a part of the country, and the respect that is due to every person. The proper functioning of justice, which, from where I am, does not require comment.